Hello everybody, welcome back to the 88 Eagles Den, where I have 88 eagles, as you can probably see in the back, and I ask each of them their name and message. Today, as you see here, we have number 35, and her name is Orange. This is Orange, number 35. She's on a branch. I'm just going to leave her here. Maybe like that, so you can see her. So I asked her what her name was, and she said Orange. And I thought that was kind of strange to be called Orange. And eagles, well, at least this one has a sense of humor. She says Orange, as in, why not you? Is it Orange, you gonna do it? And I laughed. I said, oh, that's funny, Orange, you gonna do it? And then she went a little bit deeper. She said, orange is the color of your sacral. It's the color of the sun. For myself personally, I had an art gallery, and I was in this, actually, going back even further, eagles have been in my life for many, many years. They've been following me around. No matter where I am, there's any pivotal moment in my life, there's been an eagle. And I had a gallery. I'm an artist. I had a gallery, art gallery, and I was, choosing colors to paint the walls when I first got it. And there was this Chinese orange, reddish color that I found while sitting in a Japanese restaurant. I was eating and I looked at the walls, and this color really was vibrant. It was like an orange, red, I don't know what it was, but I found the color. And when I painted it on the wall and the sunlight came on, it looked more orangey, but it was like a deep tangerine kind of orange. And I didn't know too much about chakras or anything like that at that time, but I learned the orange color, your sacral. And so it made sense to me when she said her name was Orange, because that reminded me, oh yeah, it's a color I painted in my gallery. Because I'm telling you, it was a small gallery, but big on love. I mean, the way I decorated it, I had so many people in that small space, and there was still room, but it was just the energy, that color. It's just that energy really drew a lot of people to it, and they stayed. They didn't leave. We had music, it was a great time there, but I know that color had a lot to do with it. It was just the way that the vibration, the frequency of that color. So when she said Orange, that name, her name resonated with me because she's reminding me to be true to myself. And her message that she wants me to talk about is, why not you? And that can go really deep, why not you? If not you, then who? If not you, then who? And I understand all that. And Orange is telling me, no, really, why not you? And she has her wings open, and she's there talking to us like a guardian, like a, someone who's been there, done that, seen a lot. I mean, eagles see farther than we do. And by that, because eagles see farther than we do, like, she's also saying, I see farther than you. Trust me, okay? If you're having a hard time trusting yourself, why not you? Then trust me. Orange, you gonna trust me? I heard Alan Watts say this one time, like, trusting yourself like another. Because a lot of the times we put more trust on everybody else than we do on ourselves. We're looking for that validation, and we're looking for permission. We're looking for validation. Well, if they say it's okay, then I guess it's okay. that's why a lot of people doing drugs and stuff like that, they don't want to do it by themselves because they want to know that what they're doing is okay. But they know it's wrong. But if they're doing it, then I guess it's okay. It's still wrong, but it makes it okay. So, she's saying that she can see farther. If I don't trust my own intuition, then trust Orange's intuition. Trust her intuition. Because she can see from the mountaintop. She can see farther than we can. So she's saying that just relax. I'm way up high and I've been there, done that. And she's asking me like, yeah, why not you? What are you afraid of? Like, why wouldn't you pursue the things that you want to pursue? But again, it's not just the question, just a random, like, why not you and why wouldn't you? She's saying, like, no, like, really, like, think about it. Think about all the reasons from your sacral, not your mind. Your heart is saying one thing, but to actually like go into your sacral, the creative center of your body, and sit with that. And that's what she's saying is you gotta go farther than that. Yeah, your mind, forget about your mind. Yeah, your heart is your love and all that stuff, but no, you gotta go farther than that. Like, go even farther than that. And that part is, Orange. She's basically saying tap into your sacral. Tap into that part of you that is so knowing and so passionate. That part of you that's been there the whole time. And I'm talking about that little girl and that little boy in you that's been there from day one. But you had to, say the right thing, not at the right time, but say the right thing so you can get the approval. Say the right thing so you don't get in shit. Say the right thing so they're happy and, just maintain the peace. But it's not your truth. You're just basically just keeping the peace. And she's saying those moments when there's a lot of things that you wanted to say, you just wanted to say it, but you didn't. Those things that you wanted to do, but you didn't do it. And that broken record that goes over and over and over and over in your head, and you know that you have that broken record in your head that's repeating the same pattern over and over again, and you know it, but you don't know how to get out of it. Like smoking, smoking is bad for you, but there you go again, you're lighting up your cigarette. And you blame it on, well, it's a habit, I started this, and I don't know how to stop, and you just blame it on the thing, but deep in your heart that in your soul, in your sacral, like down deep, you're not supposed to be smoking. It's not good for you. Until one day you just get bored of it and you just stop smoking. How easy was that, At least I used to smoke, so I can speak from experience. That's how it was for me. And that's another story, but I don't do none of that stuff anymore because it just, it wasn't, I don't even know why I even started smoking. It was some girl when I was young, but I quit. And, but she's really saying to tap into your inner child, to go way back, and ask your inner child to yourself, ask the question to yourself, what do you feel? What do you really feel? what do you really like to do? Like, what is your excitement? What is the thing that you really like to do? Like, really like to do. Just because you like to do it. No reason, not trying to impress anybody. You're not, it's just if you were all by yourself on a desert somewhere and God asked you, okay, my child, I'm going to Toys R Us or whatever. I'm going to wherever. I'm, just whatever. If he asks you, what would you like right now? What would you like to play with right now? And right now, your adult self, you tuned into that and you said, well, if I had the choice, I would like to do blank. It's not, like I say, you're not trying to impress anybody. You're not selling anything. You're just pure, that inner child, just for the sake of playing. And that thing, that's it. Like, that's the thing. I remember when I was looking for a job, not my first job, but I had a lot of retail jobs. But when I was, looking for a career, I took this course, and it basically helped you learn what you're good at, the things that you could go into, and then you could take a course on that thing. And for me, this course, they ask you, what was the things that you like to do when you were a child? And it just has all these string of questions, and it basically, at the end of it, tells you, okay, you'd make a good doctor, you'd make a good, I don't know, a good accountant or something like that, For me, they said I'd make a good real estate agent, broker, and I'd make a good graphic designer, a real estate agent, and a graphic designer, a flight attendant, which is kind of true because I have flown a lot of planes, and I love people, and I'm very creative, so I ended up taking graphic design, so I became a graphic designer. And that really fit. So this is kind of the same thing. Not about careers, though, about playing. What would you like to play with? Like, what toys or things you like to play with? And maybe going to the store and buying the things and do that thing, just for the sake of doing it. If you like knitting, or if you like, I don't know, drawing or coloring or writing, or I don't know, it could be anything you want. You like, I don't know, like it's totally up to you, right? Whatever that thing is, go on Amazon and buy all the material that you need to make that thing, or buy the music, the thing, and start playing that thing with I don't know. You get what I'm saying, is whatever that thing, when you're in your adult self, and right now God asked you at this moment, what would you like to play with? What can I go and get you? What can I give you, my child, my little child? What can I give you to play with? And you could choose anything in the world. Not adult things. I mean, like child toys, child things that when you were little. A chalkboard that you can draw on. Get that thing. Because that's when your joy comes out. Because you forgot about that. That's where you are. That's where you live. You live there. And we became adults. And, we forgot that we had wings. You see, we were born with wings. But we were told as we got older, and we learned, because that's what we're here to do. We are here to learn about ourselves. Because when we were born, we're just, we're here. Oh, what are these things, these fingers? And, we start to learn about ourselves. And then we have our peers, our friends, our parents, and all that stuff that tell us, don't do that, don't do this, don't do that. No. Put that down. You can't play with that right now. Put it away. So all of a sudden, our whole world, our creative part of us gets closed down, and then we don't even realize that we have wings. We're born with this ability to create. But as we get bigger and bigger, we want to fly, all of a sudden, whoops, okay, we put the wings away. We go a little bit, put them away. You put them away. And then you get older and your wings get bigger. Because now you're getting older, so you really want to fly. And you put your wings up, you put them away. Put them away. It's like, man. And you've had these wings on you for all this time and you can't fly. You gotta do this and you gotta do that. And and you feel frustrated sometimes because that little girl in you, the little boy in you is saying, man, I want to fly my wings so bad. And it can get depressing because when you don't activate that part of you somehow, some way, it's sitting in you. That's why they say don't die with the song still in you. Because you were born with this thing, whatever that is, your authenticity, you're born with that in you. And if you don't allow yourself to be that, then you feel like there's something missing in your life. And then we start drinking alcohol. We start filling in the void because it's a void. We start filling in the void with relationships that are not in alignment with us. The first person that comes along that gives us attention, we feel like, oh, but we're just filling a void. We're not being true to ourselves. We're not in harmony. We're not in tune to ourselves. So Orange is saying, why not you? Like, why not you? You're born to play. We have vocal cords. We have spinal cord. We have organs. I mean, we are a walking orchestra. We're here to create. We are creators. Our body is so intelligent. It's constantly creating. It's constantly renewing itself with new atoms, new blood. Our blood is always replenishing itself. Our muscles are always repairing itself. There's so much things going on in our intelligent body that we're not even aware of. But that one thing, like laughter, when you're playing, you laugh. Don't you? When you're playing, you're laughing. Your heart is open. Your intuition is on. You're turned on because you're really like time stands still. When you're really playing like a child, like your childlike wonder, your wings open and you feel like, okay, this is fun. It sounds silly when I say it, but when you do something that you really love that's fun, it's just silly fun. It doesn't have to be extravagant fun. I'm talking about that childlike wonder stuff, using your imagination. Even sitting outside and looking at the sky and imagining the sky being something, whatever, just like you would do when you were a kid. You have this imagination where things are real. They're real to the child, right? So, play could be any way. It doesn't have to be a tangible thing. It could just be using your imagination. So, she's saying to open your wings and fly. Don't be afraid because you're born to fly. And to open your wings wide and to know that you're safe. Your authenticity is something that is 100% you. And to accept that the more you are your authentic self, the more you're in tune with the rest of the world. Because this is a universe. It's one big song. And we're all notes. We're all keys, like on a piano. And when we follow our heart, when we follow our playful self, then we're not being so resistant to the alignment of things that want to come to us, that want to play with us. If we're always no, that we can't do that. And I'm talking about like being playful. That's love. That's the most loving thing and the heartfelt thing. Is innocent. It's going back to your innocence. Like you're innocent. You're not doing anything wrong. Like you're just being your authentic self, your innocent, loving, playful self. And your heart is open and you're smiling. You just slow down. You're excited. Your imagination is going. It's healthy. It lowers your blood pressure, and you just tune in to that part of you that is tuned in to everybody else. You're able to communicate with people easier, approach people and be approachable, have random conversations with people just because, you're not so closed off to the world. Because we are all connected to each other, whether we believe that or not. The trees, the flowers, the earth, everything is connected. So if we are able to tune into ourselves and allow that lightness in us, that childlike wonder come out once in a while, and have a good belly laugh, smile, and use your imagination. Even if you have to remember something that happened to you a couple years ago that was so funny, I remember when that happened, and you start laughing, and you get this smile on your face. It's okay to smile. It's okay to be happy. It's really okay to be happy. Your whole entire body loves it when you're happy, because it doesn't have to work so hard, because everything is creating, having that innocence, that inner child, that playfulness, that's you're co-creating. You're being authentic by co-creating with your sense of awareness of who you are, by being connected to everything. You know that by you following your intuition and being open to that, you're not so rigid. You're able to recognize that I'm connected, and being playful is just my way of allowing myself to guide me, to go left, to go right, because you're tuned into your heart. So yeah, I'm just listening to what Orange is telling. I'm listening to what Orange is telling me to tell us. And really, yeah, she's saying celebrate yourself. Why not you? Celebrate yourself. Because there's nobody else like you. There's only one you. And all the keys in the universe, you have a purpose to play you, to play your song. That's how all this works. That's how the alignment works. That's how the harmony works, is when you feel that in you to be your authentic self and to take action on that, then you run into the right people. And the people that aren't in alignment with you, they just fall off because it's not in harmony. And that's okay, because it just makes room for the people that are in alignment with you. Because you don't want to, put all your toys away because your friends are telling you you can't play with that, because we don't play with that here. Well, actually, I do play with that, because as long as I'm able to play with things that make me happy, then I'm able to tune in to my authenticity and share. And that helps, because when you don't share, then, which is expression, if you're not expressing yourself, guess what happens? I'll give you 1 second to answer that question. What happens when you don't express yourself? Yeah, depression. You go into depression when you don't express yourself. So, Orange is saying, open your wings and fly, because you already are. You've been flying this whole time, but you haven't opened your wings. You see, you are flying. Like, your intuition is flying, but you gotta open your wings, because you already are flying. You don't have to look for your wings. You don't have to, you don't have to shrink to get your wings. You don't have to do any of that. You already have the wings. It's already in you. Why not you? because it's you. You're it. Orange, you're gonna be yourself. Orange, you're gonna celebrate yourself and know that if not you, then who? The reason why you feel all these things is because it's a little nudge. So tap into that inner child and allow yourself to loosen up a little bit and play a little bit. Laugh, giggle, put on a comedy show on YouTube or go to a comedy show or, I started this joke a day on my website. So every morning I would look at my email for myself. I did a joke of the day. I started a joke of the day for myself over the holidays because I needed to get a joke every day just to, get me out of the winter blues. So it did. Some days I posted 30 days all at once. So every day I would get my email saying, oh, this is the joke of the day. And some days the jokes are really funny. And it was just right at that moment I snapped out of the winter blues and I had a good laugh. It was just like that. Just going from winter blues to it just changed just like that. So I did that for myself because I'm aware of, you can go down a dark, deep spiral if you don't put yourself in check. So, and I have all my 88 Eagles to remind me that, what are you doing? Don't do that. You gotta fly above the bullshit. You gotta fly above the bullshit. So I just snap out of it and recalibrate myself and recognize, oh yeah, I got wings. I'm gonna fly. And I'll find something, I'll express myself and I'll come back into it. I'll go, okay, all right, I'm back. So this is tuning into that part of you that's never gone. It has never died. Your inner child is there. It's gonna be there forever. Just because you got taller and, you go to fancier restaurants now and all that stuff, you may wear the 2-piece, 3-piece suit and you may wear your Chanel bag and all that kind of stuff, but there's that little girl still inside. And there's still that little boy inside also. So you got to nurture that part of you. You got to sometimes reparent yourself. Because if you don't, then you start filling in the voids with things that are not good for you. So, yeah, just think of orange and ask yourself, when you're feeling depressed, think of creative, playful ways to express yourself. Number one, tap into your inner child and find ways to express yourself. Creative, playful, silly ways, whatever it is to express yourself. Do that, number one. A side note too, you can start exercising. Exercising gets your dopamine if you're really feeling down. But just remember that you have the ability, and why not you? Why not you? Yeah. I'm so glad that you're here with me today, because if you weren't here, I wouldn't be talking to you right now. So, there's only so many people that you run into every day. So I'm glad that we ran into each other today, because I get to talk to you. And when I think about that, that's really special, because wow, I didn't run into you in a shopping, in a store. I didn't run into you walking on the street. I bumped into you right here. Hey, who knows, right? Who knew we were going to see each other today? And that's how special you are. So that's why I say, why not you? I mean, you just show up here just out of the blue like that? Wow. I'm very honored to be sitting here talking to you right now. So I say, when you turn this video off this summer or winter or whenever it is that you're seeing this message, think of different ways to express yourself that are playful, just for you, just for your authenticity. Yeah, coloring, whatever it is. Take a walk to the children's toy store. You'll see all kinds of things in there. I mean, it doesn't matter as long as you're expressing yourself. And that's what Orange says. I mean, come on, his name is Orange. Have you ever heard of an eagle named Orange? I don't know. That's what she said. She said, my name is Orange. I said sacral, expressive. It just made total sense. So I'm going to let you go now. And I'm going to put 35 Orange back on his nest there. And I'm going to get ready for 36, the next eagle. I have no idea what eagle it is. I don't know anything until I pick the eagle up. So thanks for being here. I'm so glad that I had a chance to meet you today. And, come back tomorrow or the next day. I'm not too sure what I'm posting the next one. But maybe, stop by anytime you want to see what eagle I'm on. And remember to fly higher. Fly higher than that. Bye for now.